And here we are with another edition of the Saturday Night Special, except this is the COVID-19 edition where it's just me and probably is gonna suck. We got some returns for the Yo-Jo, and this is a pretty big game for the Mad Conference, as Yo-Jo and the video game Vixens, two very good teams going head-to-head, and the Vixens are gonna receive the ball first. Sergeant Slaughter kicking it away. Kick. Get my timing down. As Lucca on the return. Popcorn's the dude, and we got medium girl Makoto as the running back. Kelly Kapowski handing it to her. Gets a pretty decent gainer. Gosh. Yeah. Kapowski keeps it on herself and gets the first down. So, actually, Persona 5 Royal just came out recently, and Makoto, who was already one of the strongest characters in the game, actually, like, got buffed even more. She's, like, ridiculous. Part of the reason she's so good, though, is because, the stats are broken in the game, and she has gear that gives a plus bonus to all stats, and all gear that gives a plus bonus to stats gives it twice in the game. So she friggin' just gets double stats from all of her all stat plus gear, and she just becomes ridiculously broken. So luckily for us here in the TFO, she does not get that bonus in the TFO. She has the same stats as everybody else when they have the money in them. But good lord. Commander Duke dropping back. Got someone wide open over the middle. Flints. Easy first down. Dodges a defender and gets out to the 45. It's going to be another pass from Commander Duke. He's got somebody open over the middle again. It's Lady J, and she gets another big first down. Yo-Jo moving the ball very easily so far against a really good Vixens defense. There we go. Easy stop from that time. I actually have the Vixens defense in fantasy, so I'm cheering for him a little bit here. Scarlet, though, splits the defenders, and a perfect pass from Duke gets him. Yeah, 1st and 6. Down to the 6-yard line. Snake Eyes. I also have Snake Eyes in fantasy too, but it's iffy if he's going to be one of my starters or not. But he does get the touchdown. So Yo-Jo strikes first, even though the Vixens started with the ball. It'll be interesting to see if they can come back here. They are heavy pass. You can never count out heavy pass teams because they can look horrible all game and then all of a sudden just throw a bunch of bombs to some broken coverages, and you never know, man. I will say it's rough this year. I remember when I was doing my testing, and I tested all of the different playstyles, and I was just, with the pass rushers, I was just afraid to go any pass slant. I thought passing was better than running this year because there's so many stacked defenders that it hurts to run too, but I just couldn't do it with the pass rushers, man. I just couldn't. Wow. Nice pass there to Ayla, but I believe that means that Sailor Mars is injured. I mean, I don't actually know, but I think that means she's injured. And actually right there, that was a pass where the route did not finish, so easy interception for the Yo-Jo. That's actually part of the, a lot of the reason that ends up happening is because of the acceleration thing. So, for those of you who don't know, whoever's watching, pass acceleration, or not pass acceleration, but offensive acceleration in the original Tecmo Super Bowl was set to 69 for every player. It was just static. That would be a 10 on our apps. Oh, big deep bomb to Scarlet. Nice play, nice play. And I personally, like, they never say why that is, but I personally think that it's so players will run routes better, as that was a really big sack by Karna there. And since in general, we've never been... Oh, another big sack. In general, since we've never been able to universally pay our offensive players, like, that much into acceleration, we were always, like, kind of off on some of the slants and hooks and stuff. So this year, a lot of us were just like, fuck it, we just completely cut acceleration. You probably heard a lot of us talking about this earlier in the year, where we just didn't pay acceleration into anybody on our offenses. And it really didn't change that much because, you know, it was more kind of like an all or nothing thing. So I think that next year, Raj finally said he's either going to get rid of the acceleration stat on our things, or he might just set it all to 69 like it was in Tecmo. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I have been trying to get Raj to do that for several seasons, and he never wanted to do it. And well, he had the argument that there was a lot of stats that were like universally original Tecmo. For example, all quarterbacks started had a 25, which is a 3, in their initial speed. And yeah, they did, but that was just kind of because quarterbacks were ridiculous. Like, you know, moving around with your quarterbacks was just so good in the original Tecmo. Like, when you're player controlled, if it's a pass play, the defense does not react to the quarterback until they pass the line of scrimmage in general, unless they're a pass rusher. You know, then they run at the quarterback. But the rest of the defense, if they're in the zone or if they're covering somebody, they will not react to the quarterback running until they pass the line of scrimmage. And you can see that, you know, in TFO too. A lot of times you'll see quarterbacks that have like 5s or 6s, and they'll actually get really big gainers just because the defense doesn't start going after them until they're already passed. And then, you know, they get some jukes and stuff and whatever. But, you know, there's a huge difference between that and acceleration, because acceleration almost doesn't matter. Like I said, except for those... I think that it matters only specifically on, like, a couple pass routes. And... oh, big catch and coverage by the Vixens. There was one guy there and another guy tried to dive. That was really surprising because Ayla, who I believe is a backup, came up with that. So, just one of those dice rolls that went in the Vixens' favor. And that kick is not blocked, and we're tied up at 7-7. About 36 seconds left in the half, so Joes did not get a big enough kick return, I think, for this to matter, so it's unlikely we're going to see another score here. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to try to run out the clock. But anyways, I was just rambling for something to talk about because I don't have my normal crew of 3 other people to help fill the dead spots. And just calling the game, like, play for play is just something we'd never do on the Saturday Night Special. If you've ever watched us, we don't do it. Duke very close to running out the clock here. Oh, I guess they're going to get one more play off. From this position, they could bomb, but they need to call... So, yeah, the deep one's covered. They're going to get to flank. He's going to get 10 yards or so, and that's going to be halftime. And here we are at halftime, where we are brought to you by Persona 5 Royal. It is basically the second version of Persona 5. They added a ton of new content, changed the gameplay, changed the palaces, changed a lot of the boss fights. Got a panty shot right there. But they added an entirely new character and an after story. They changed the ending. They did a lot. It was already one of the best games ever, and they made it better. So if you have a PS4, highly recommend Persona 5 Royal. I have heard rumblings about it coming to computer and Switch, but who knows? I mean, Joker was in Smash Brothers, so anything can happen. I think it would be wise of Atlas to just make the extra money, though. Like, it's an easy $60 per game on the Switch, and people will buy it. People buy everything on the Switch. They freaking buy old Assassin's Creed on Switch for full price, so they're gonna definitely buy a game as good as Persona 5. As a nice shutdown by the Vixens there. They're gonna 2-yard loss on a run. Went wide open again. The Vixens just cannot stop that tight end play. Although, to be honest with you, I think that's one of the best plays in Tecmo, period, and it never gets banned. It's just, it's not, like, broken, but it's just so consistently good. It's called a Pro T Screen L, if you're ever making plays on your app in the future. It is just always consistently good. It's not broken, and you have to pay your tight end, but it's really good. You don't have to pay your tight end that much, but it helps. I actually think tight end's gotten better as the seasons have gone on, but you have to make pretty specific playbooks, and a lot of the plays that seem like they should be good tight end plays, like where you see him run like a deep bomb or something, aren't, and a lot of the ones where it's like questionable end up being pretty good. So it's just, you gotta test things or watch games and see what other people are doing. How you can best utilize your positions is we got another touchdown for SNAKEEYES there. So hey, if he does end up being my starter and not one of my bench guys, awesome. Big breakthrough by the Vixens, and that's gonna matter in this game. Ooh, that is not something that you want to have happen. I want to tell you how many games I've lost to a blog over a fucking blocked or missed extra point. More than it should be. Especially fucking Frank. Oh, fumble! Picked up by Yojo Cobra Commander, and that is a touchdown. As most of you should know, quarterbacks do not have changeable ball control. It's basically set at a 44, which would be a 6 on the app. So anytime your quarterback fumbles, it's basically something you couldn't control. But yeah, that sucks. Although, when you're running designed quarterback runs, you have upped that chance for yourself. It is just a fact. I did not run any designed quarterback runs this year. Not that it wasn't a good idea, because honestly, you could pump. I think if anybody who's watched Mike Judge Plays Bass knows, it's pretty good. It's just an investment, man. Another reason a lot of people did it this year is because of the way the backups worked. Because you could just pay your backup quarterback to be basically as good as your starter, and a lot of people did that. And they just made their starter feeble. I did that too. My backup's like pretty much just as good as my starter. And I'm a balanced rush team, so there was almost no reason not to, as Cobra Metalhead ran in there so fast for that sack. Oh, goodness. Wow. Holy shit. Big time by Kapowski there. Oh, well, that's what I was talking about the defense reacting late to quarterback. So what happened on that play, or at least what I think that I saw happen, was the nose tackle came in so fast that they actually ran into the center when they were almost on the same frame as the quarterback, and the quarterback kind of stuttered for a second and then just immediately took off running. And as crazy as it sounds, the stacked defensive tackle for Yojo there basically cost them a touchdown, which is almost mind-blowing. Or at least that's what I think happened. Maybe they would have run even if the defensive tackle didn't run in there so fast, but that was crazy. And since they got their extra point, they have put themselves in a position where they can get a win here. They have to stop the Yojo, get the ball back, and score a touchdown. And I think that's going to be the last play of the... yeah, okay. Like, they almost did the punt thing, but yeah. It was the last play of the third quarter. And they are going to punt. So, this is good news for the Vixens. As your 2B, we were talking about video games earlier. If you somehow still haven't played Nier Automata, it's on PS4 and Xbox One and PC. Play that fucking game, it's so good. It's so good. I'm not gonna talk about anything that happens in it. It's just, you need to play it, and it's so good. Oh, Blitz by Yo-Joe. Kapowski getting sacked by Metalhead again. Got second and 21 here. Another Blitz. Oh, I can hear John Balog from here, man. Look at from the past. 3rd and 32. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. To be honest, that doesn't matter that much because Kapowski and Jenny Matrix are almost the same anyway, but it's just one of those things. Like, yeah, and officially there was Sailor Mars injured, so I was right about that. And they're going for it on 4th and 1,000,000, and it goes to Makoto, and she's easily tackled. Like, good god. Best girl nothing. I mean, almost nobody could have made that play. Maybe Knives could have, but that's just me being biased. Point wide open again, as the tight end has been murdering them. That is most likely due, if you don't know this, so when defenses are called, you know, like, it'll be like a pass play versus a pass play or whatever. Assuming it's not a play that results in a blitz, which is an exact play call, a lot of the times what the defense does is a dice roll. So, depending on the speeds and position of players, you know, if you have certain players this fast or whatever on your offense, or this fast on your defense or whatever, it can actually change. It can actually kind of tilt the dice rolls in the one favor. So, like, and it's affected by condition too. So, almost every time Yo-Joe has run pro tease screen L, the tight end has just been left open on that dice roll. The dice roll has gone, whoever's supposed to cover the tight end, whether it's an inside linebacker or a safety or whoever, as Jenny Matrix looks like she's in great condition. She's running very fast for a backup quarterback. So that's good for Balog at least. They need 2 touchdowns in 2 minutes though, so be interesting to see. But anyways, oh wow, another blitz. Oh, got the ball off. Well, part because they're so fast, but yeah, just couldn't complete that pass there. Jenny's, the tight end looked like they were open deep. That might have been the better play, but but when the defense runs in, they just go to whatever read they're on. So that's part of the pass rush there. As you can see, the nose tackle keeps trying to bust through. They actually end up on the opposite side in the grapple. 4th and 5. I got broken off my tangent I was on earlier because the game's kind of exciting. Big time play to Makoto. She's going to score in there. So yeah, the Vixens are going to at least have a shot. As Matrix gets the ball to Makoto. But yeah, sometimes just depending on condition, like, if you're watching your game and, like, somebody's just open every time they run a play, it's probably because of the conditions. So what you can hope for... Oh! Recovered by the Vixens. So if you're ever in that position, if the conditions change at halftime or something, you might be able to get out of it, but... Oh, Oh, no! Shit! Cobra Commander with the pick, trying to get the diving catch was Jackie Chan, and it just wasn't happening. That was an exciting, like, the game isn't over, but basically that was an exciting finish, man. Really, anything could have happened there. You just didn't want to see that pick thrown, but it was just a overthrown on a slant. When you overthrow on those long posts and shit like that, it's a lot worse than when you do it on a regular play because they can't really jump catch in that scenario. They have to dive, and they're diving in a longer area, and it just doesn't work. And that's going to be the game. Yo-Joe 27, Vixens 21. Overall yardage, pretty close. First down's pretty close. Completion percentage, run, like, wow. Obviously, VGV has a lot more rushing yards there because they had two quarterbacks rip off some big chunks. But that was quite the game. You can see Flint kind of took over there. Like I said, they were just not covering him on the Pro T screen out. He just kept ripping off chunks of yardage. But yeah, that was a really good game. Something I was looking forward to. And Persona 5 Royal. Friggin' get it, buy it, play it. It's awesome. Yeah, and I will see you next week, and it will probably be just me again, so bad luck for you.